We are just about a year away from the presidential election, and one big issue Democratic candidates have been tackling is how to deal with students who are drowning in debt as college tuition costs continue to move up. According to the Federal Reserve, U.S. student loan borrowers owed a total of $1.6 trillion as of March of this year. 65% of the class of 2018 graduated with debt, and among those graduates, their average debt was nearly $30,000. As part of our Acorns Invest in You Ready, Set, Grow sponsorship, we're featuring an online series called My College Dream. Here now to talk about it is Stacy Francis, President and CEO of Francis Financial, independent wealth management practice that advises students, among other things. Welcome. Good to have you here.
Great to be here.
So let's tackle the first one first, and that is this proposal to abrogate, do away with all student debt. I see how that helps the debtors.
It helps the debtors.
It helps the debtors.
Yeah.
I don't see how it helps lower the cost of college tuitions in any way, and I don't see how it prevents future students from taking on debt to pay for colleges.
I know. I mean, for future students, wouldn't you take on debt to pay for your tuition and books, but then maybe a lavish lifestyle if it's going to be forgiven, right? I mean, this could really create a problem long term. But the reason why this is a topic is that 1 out of 6 Americans have student loans, and not just small loans, but we're talking about the average loan being well over $30,000. So this is a big issue going into the presidential election, and something that is going to continue to be talked about.
How are the borrowers handling it? We hear about defaults. We hear about people postponing payments and so forth. What are they doing? How are they holding up under the load?
Not so good. In fact, we're seeing this generation graduating not only with student debt, but one of the first generations to have large amounts of credit card debt on top of it. And so piling $3,000 on average of credit card debt. And so we're seeing people taking longer to marry, longer to buy a home, not able to put money in their 401ks, even though they're at their job.
What's your best advice for them if they're struggling?
If you're struggling, getting a clear picture about what your real spending is. And the biggest challenge I see is that college lifestyle that you have, that goes out the window when they start to earn. Unfortunately, ramen noodles and used furniture needs to continue in your life for many years, even in those earning years, because you need to be paying down your debt.
You hear that, ladies?
I don't know how many college students are on ramen noodles these days. They're living like kings. You see these dorms and the meal plan. I mean, I wonder if that's part of the problem. All of the money they're borrowing is going to pay for something that's fundamentally unsustainable, and then it's a double whammy for them afterwards when their standard of living goes way down.
And that's why they have credit card debt.
Right.
It is. And so a lot of these student loans, it is going towards lifestyle expenses. And there's a huge way that you can cut that back. I mean, getting a roommate or roommate number 2, reducing that. We see kids with cars, not only just nice cars, but cars nicer than my own, taking big spring break vacations. Bad decisions because, you know what, seems like free money, but it's not free money. You're going to have to pay it off in the future.
Unless it's all forgiven.
And realistically, that is not going to happen because who's footing the bill? And I know that there are proposals, but none of them are going to make any one particular segment of voters happy.
Right. Stacey, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend. For more on the College Dream series, go to CNBC.com, Invest in You. And a reminder that NBC Universal and Comcast Ventures are investors in Acorn.